Mic testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn. Pardon my disappointing lack of quality. I haven't done something like this in ever. Hey people. Seth. Just kidding, I'm not Seth. I'm Pew! Nah, I'm just some supernatural entity with a knack for music and maybe, starting from today, a dispenser of unwanted opinions. You might be asking, why am I a bean? Who the hell am I to give an opinion? Why should you listen to me? Will the USA ever have another black president? Slow down, champ. Those are all very valid and important questions, but the answers have to wait for later. Because today, I wish to talk about a game that I truly adore. A game that is very near and dear to my heart. A game that, you saw the title, I'm gonna talk about Hollow Knight. I was planning to make this video 2 years ago, but back then I had no subscribers, no bag, no bread, no hope. Talking about the game back then would be equivalent to screaming into the abyss. But now, I still got no bread and no host, but I think I have somewhat of an audience. Anyone who's watching, thank you. Also, the recent announcement of Silksong hyped the game up, so you know, algorithm. I'm excited to see Team Cherry's iteration of Hornet again, after spending the last couple of years witnessing other iterations of Hornet. During COVID, I became a gamer. Before then, gaming to me was basically GTA, Call of Duty, or FIFA. I played a ton of games in lockdown as I had an unlimited free trial mode to many games provided by some kind Russian friends I found in a very safe website. To put into perspective how much I love this game, it was the only game that made even a seasoned buccaneer like me feel guilty for doing, so I ended up paying for it. Also because it was dirt cheap and with all the DLCs even. This is gonna be a fails video, so don't expect me to explain obscure lore or speak from a nitpicky game designer perspective like, well, you see, the iframes and the hitboxes could use more tweaking so that the dodge mechanics could be on par with this other obscure indie game I know of. I'll talk about what I felt playing Hollow Knight, and I hope what I say resonates with you. Don't take anything I say in this video too seriously. I'm not pushing any propaganda or hate speech. We chill, I love you all. The game is made by Australian people, which explains why it is about bugs of all things. I mean, have you seen the abominations that they grow over there? Holy f***! Man, you gotta love the main menu theme. We start and there is some deep, poetic lore stuff. I don't know what this is about. Moving on. We start with our hero John Hollow Knight. This little non-binary immigrant is wandering outside the borders and then fucking Assassin's Creed Leap of Faith and then poof. The game establishes that there is no concept of fall damage, unless you fall on an enemy. After fighting some bugs, you arrive at the doors of the kingdom, vandalize some public property, then you make a fucking Assassin's Creed Leap of Faith again, and fall down to the lively city of Dirtmouth. I love that this is the opposite of the cliche where you come out from a tiny space and a lush, vibrant open world pans out, ready for you to explore. Rather, you witness a side that is so barren that you feel as if there is nothing to this game. Yeah, the game is not so subtle about its Dark Souls inspiration. Quick detour, I don't know if Hollow Knight can be called a Souls-like, but if it is, this is the Souls-like game that I think respects my time, unlike Dark Souls, or Elden Ring, or any FromSoft game except Sekiro, and I do not have the time to spare. I have better things to do, like protecting my land and my tribe from Yakub and his army and feed the 100 children I sire. And also Sekiro is the best FromSoft game. I will fight you in the comment section. Trust me, I'm that unemployed. Okay, back to it. You greet the elder bug who tells you, I swear to God, Hallownest language has to be racist in some way. As you go down, you find your first bug extermination playground. After playing around there for a while, below that you discover Ibn Battuta. I respect this man's dedication to his pursuit. He must get very lonely in this place. He really could use a friend or a loving wife. Oh wait, he has one. Conifer makes you realize that navigation in this game will purposefully be confusing. However, it adds a surprise element. In a blind first playthrough, this makes the world feel larger than it really is, and it works. I have had countless aha moments finding random places in the world accidentally. Continuing further down, you come across these pesky ruffians.
Give him that hawk too and spit on that thing.
After a while, you fight the game's first boss, and I think it's hilarious that it's just a nerd trying to be tough. Or, you go the other way, and the first boss that you have to eliminate is a pregnant lady based. Then, you learn how to use magic from Baba Yaga. If you ventured to this side of the map before and got deported by the unyielding border guard, you will now be tempted to go that direction again, cause you now have learned how to take him down. Just amazing game design, man. After getting past the border guard, change of scenery, green path. Here, you meet the suicide bombers, this edgelord. And also, John Hollow Knight's sister, Jane Silksong. We also meet this absolute nonchalant badass. Then we go through the national power grid into the leper colony. I imagine that the fungal wastes smell like flatulence after eating unhealthy street food from Calcutta. The ambience here is literally just a recording of breathing through a clogged nose. Upon arriving the lands of the Mantis clan in search of civilization and diplomacy, I was met with irrational hostility. Quirrell advised me to get a better weapon before I fight the Mantis lords, but I didn't know how to or if that is even possible, so I chose to go in with my weak nail and inevitably get punished by the Mantis sisters. Eventually, I earned the respect of the Leaping Mantis clan by defeating their leaders in battle. As much as I was enjoying the respect,
if I don't go, people will think I'm a coward.
I venture into deepness, I get scared shitless, and I immediately turn back. Wait, when did I switch to first person? Yeah, whatever. I arrive at the City of Tears and brah. This exact moment is when this game made me weak. I sat next to Quirrell, watching the rain with him for a few minutes.
Why don't we become blood brothers so whatever happens, from now on, we know we'll have each other.
And as I explore this place, this game made me feel the loss of what was once a great city, a civilization. However, I quickly changed my mind. These idiots totally deserved it. If you think about it, City of Tears is basically like Twitter, where some rotund people defend the elites of society. Then, I go into Hogwarts University of Magic, fight the plebeians and confront their principal, Bug Voldemort. I defeat him and get a cool new power. Then I head into the Ganges, the royal waterways, accidentally stumble upon this abomination. Then confront this guy who lives in a home made of feces and fights with said feces. I kind of like him cause he sounds like me. Doma, doma, doma.
Doma, 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 doma.
I went into the cemetery, got the dream nail thingy from the moth lady. I learned in a wiki that you need to get a lot of dream juice in this thing to get the true ending. So sensibly, I went outside and farmed the NPCs in the graveyard for dream juice, then went out to hunt any other weird ghost bugs I remember meeting on the way. I went to Crystal Peak, cool place, but I don't remember much except for this banger transition of music when there is a mini-boss fight in that area. Holy f- I eventually had to return to Deepness despite the horrors that dwell there. The entire vibe of Deepness was, do what you came here to, and get the hell out as fast as possible. I forgot what was next, oh yeah, Kingdom's Edge. Kingdom's Edge.
Skibbity.
I remember this place because of how stupidly it was hidden. The hellish tournament, this uncle, and these motherfuckers. As I neared the end of the game, I frolicked around, getting all the upgrades and charms to satisfy my OCD and gear acquisition syndrome. I also was adamant on completing this Edgelord's manifesto, eliminating all types of bugs in the game, every single one of them. When the nailsmith wished to be slain, I stayed my hand, but unfortunately, I went to a wiki and found out what he does if you let him live, and I ended his misery because my younger mind could not handle the intensity of two old bugs going at it, because I was recently traumatized by an image of a similar caliber. I warn you, do not Google lemonparty.org. After meticulously overcoming all else that the game had to offer, except Path of Pain, fuck that, I finally confront. Oh wait, before that I teamed up with my buddy Quirrell to defeat this oversized Chinese food. And then I finally confront the final boss, the Hollow Knight. Wait, weren't I the Hollow? Anyway, after defeating this dude with the help of my sister, I went inside his brain and found this guy. I crave the forbidden lamp. After I was done with the game, I sat there, interpreting the story in my own way until I fell down the rabbit hole and binge-watched Mossback, educating myself on the lore. I shouldn't have done that because it is very, very nihilistic. It made me think that killing the Radiants was pointless. Oh, and the infection was the original state of bugs in Hallownest. Pale King decided to give them free will and destroy the Radiants as perfect communist society. It also saddened me to learn that I am not John Hollow Knight. I am just one of the Pale King's many lesser children that he had with this tree lady. The Hollow Knight is a successful, non-binary, pure, thoughtless child that could contain the Radiance, except he couldn't cause it turns out that he was not truly hollow and wanted to make his dad proud. A shame, really. If the Pale King wanted a truly thoughtless, mindless creature, he could have just bought his kid an iPad. Alright, time to wrap this up. Don't take this video too seriously, guys. I just wanted to put this out as a tribute to this lovely piece of media. We will be witnessing a historic event. I will upload my music here mostly, but if you wish to see more videos like this, let me know in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe. Have a good day.